he messaged me today or last night, and this was when like everything was out already, you know, the statements were out. Iman like wrote her statement or explained her statement and everything, and he wrote me a message, and at the end he said, "I'm so sorry." And I don't think he has anything to gain from that, especially when everything is out already. So I believe that like he's, even if I don't know if he's gonna be a better person in the future, and I can't see the future, but I feel like he'll at least make the effort. So avoid like harassing or hating him if hating on him if possible. There's already a lot of bad comments and hateful stuff out there. I don't think any more will help him change for the better. Oh, you guys were cute. Did you guys watch? Oh no, I don't like knowing that you guys watch. It's really embarrassing.
The whole thing
Oh, it's so embarrassing.
No, it's okay. You're very strong.
I'm scared I would say too much or like not be very good at it.
But again, I've never been in a situation where my friend did something like this. And it's incredibly hard, because I feel like when I support him, I'm against Yvonne and Lily and Poki's pain, which is absolutely not the case at all. But it's really, I don't know. And I'm sorry for those who are probably disappointed in me by not dropping him as a friend. It's just in my heart, I can't do it. Because I care for him, and it sucks that he did all those things. It really sucks.
The last day, it's morning and everyone's checking out. Me and Edison are running around picking up things that we like left, or just making sure everything was good before checkout. And we go downstairs, and so we said bye, a lot of people said bye. We go downstairs and like everyone is gone, including Fed, and like his guest is there, and she's like, "Can I get a ride?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course you can get a ride." And I'm like, why would you leave her here? Why? Apparently, like Kimmy, Fed was in Kimmy's room, like in the back house area, and like you could see me apparently. So apparently Fed saw me changing and stuff. And instead of like just looking away, he like notifies Kimmy that I'm changing, and then is like, she's changing, like what? Anyway, so, and then makes the point to like come over back to our place, my room, and like tell me that he saw me changing and stuff. And I don't know, maybe I've talked about this on stream, and like think about the way I shared it. I was like, ha, like Fed saw me changing, lol. Oh my god, just that's so funny, Fed, like, you know what I mean? The way we like, if you go back on so many of these like clips and stuff, the way we like, we make excuses for it all and rephrase things. I have talked about this, right? Because I think I was just like, oh my god, Fed saw me changing, lol, Fed, you know, but it was weird. That's a weird thing. And it come to our house all the time, always in a bad mood, and it was always because it was like, oh, Fed's over. Stuff with Poki or OTV is like not good right now. Like that was it. He would run away. He would run away constantly, and then while he's there, he's like just spreading bad vibes about OTV, which would slowly start to push us away from them. I'd start to have these really negative thoughts about Poki. Like I really thought like, wow, like she's driving him crazy, poor guy. Like, man, like, you know, I had all these negative thoughts about her, and I apologized to her directly about like not talking to her in the moment, instead just believing everything Fed was saying, because at the moment Fed is my close friend, you know? And so he like, yeah, and so if you're wondering why a lot of this stuff had to be aired publicly, and it's because that was the only way we'd see Fed change, because we had tried to address things publicly, and instantly with the intervention, he went running to all the people who weren't at the intervention, victimizing himself. that time on the Offline TV podcast when they said something to Fed and he got triggered, and he called me on stream crying, and he put me in a really hard situation because he's crying to me, and I'm like, hey Fed, I'm streaming. He goes, I know, keep streaming. And I'm like, what? And he's like, they make me feel like shit, yada 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 yada, right? And so I'm in this really awkward situation of having to comfort him, but also on the other side, OTV's like, please end the stream, please stop talking, please, and I'm just like, I felt so upset. So I just said, hey, please, can you, I have to go. You know, I forgot how I ended that, but I was in such an awkward situation in that point, and I was really mad at him for putting me in that situation, for seeing that I was on stream, calling me, putting me in that situation, and stuff like that, right? And he has a thing for going to run, at the Just Friends house, we knew he would come to our house all the time, always in a bad mood, and it was always because it was like, oh, Fed's over. Oh no, Fed's great, makes excuse, no, he's fine, just don't talk about it, until we literally, all the girls got together, and, his name came out, and then, it was, vomit, word vomit, sorry.
Yeah, Leslie was telling me it was, almost like an AA meeting about Fed.
We were
when everyone,
whoa.
yeah.
There was a lot that people hadn't shared for years. And we're like, oh, this is a real problem. I had no idea, because when I had heard his name come out, I was like, oh my God, I have so much to say, and I look around and everyone's like, can I speak? Oh, okay, oh no, we'll just go around in a circle and we'll share. And that's the fact that it was like that, and we had gone over all the guys, and we're like, oh, he's such a great guy, bless his soul, and then you're like, oh, wait a minute, there's a problem here. And then we even at that meeting were like, let's not figure out what to do now. Let's because if we talk about it, then what does that mean for OTV? So let's not talk about it. Maybe we can meet again and figure it out more.
It's completely unreasonable. How many people have been saying oh my gosh, they could have handled this privately. They all said that they did. Not one person, not two people. A whole house and organization and group of friends of people have said over and over and over again that they tried to handle it privately. They tried. And they're recognizing no change from this person that they care about, that they wish would care enough about them too to take accountability and be responsible moving forward, and they have not done that. And they have every right to express themselves however the fuck they want to, whether you like it or not. And you know what? I think the only reason you don't like it is because you're scared it will happen to you, because you're too much of a fucking bitch to ask someone for consent before you assume consent by touching them.
Sean would never, if he was really upset or livid about it and didn't give Fed the benefit of the doubt, he would just quit. And he would just never, he wouldn't care about that. But Fed said that it would be in his best interest to not be upset at him. And I was super upset hearing that, because Sean is so nice. You did this to his girlfriend at the time, and you're the one who should be asking for forgiveness. How could you say that? Sean is so fucking nice. And I'm trying to comfort him and he said, I was very upset. I remember when I was telling Toast, that was one of the things that I told him that upset me a lot. And he found out. And yeah, he didn't apologize to me at that time. But Toast was just what's wrong? And kind of, he guessed if it was Fed. And then he guessed, and I even wasn't even gonna say it then. And I don't know if I would have ever said anything. But he asked if, Fed did anything to me. And I cracked. And I told him. And it was like a weight off of my shoulders, because I haven't told anyone in Offline TV. This was months later too. Months and months after it happened, because I was very scared that it would get out and that Offline TV would just die. And I didn't want that. I didn't want something that involved me to be the cause of that.
Can I just say that Poki has been incredibly like patient and strong and understanding through like this, like she has gotten so much hate and so much of a bad rep like throughout the years for things that you guys will never fully even understand, and she has just kept quiet about to protect people. Okay, and to be professional.
So much to like, yeah, it's crazy. She is a queen. She's been, and personally, she's been really helpful during all of this.